everyone. Thank you guys for joining us again. Welcome back to another episode of It Isn't Always Black or White. My name is Oyindamola, referred to as Yinda without the O.
Hi guys, thank you again for joining us. I'm Cynthia, CY for short, I guess.
And my name is Abby, also known as First Lady Abby. It's lovely to have you all back listen to another episode of It Isn't Always Black or White. So today we are going to talk about different things actually. Mental health, society. Well, depends on how far we get actually. But we'll start with mental health. So I think the question I have today is there a difference in men's mental health versus women's mental health? Or is mental health just mental health and people deal with it differently? Should we differentiate whether it's a man having a mental health issue or a woman having a mental health issue? And I think the reason why I asked that is because I was speaking to someone during the week and they were like, oh yeah, but you know, women are stronger. They can handle mental health better. And I just thought like, all right, okay, cool. Like, and I disagree with that statement a lot because I don't feel like it's that we handle it better. Yes, we talk about it. It doesn't mean we handle it better. So I don't feel like it should be like made.
Okay, so I think, first of all, what's mental health? I feel like mental health is like, it's emotional, it's psychological, it's everything encompassing and social well-being, and it affects the way we feel and the way we act. So in that way, I feel like every single person, whether or not you're a man or a woman, you handle your mental health differently because of how you're built. So some people know how to, but I don't think there is a difference. But one thing I've come to notice is women speak up more. Like women would have these conversations more. And I think some men or most men are known to like hold it back in like, you know, I'm a man, I can deal with this. Meanwhile, a woman, she has a problem. Uncle, auntie, let's talk about it now.
But that's not
so
everybody.
I feel like, again, as I said, it's not everybody, but most women speak out more, so they seek help more. And that's one reason why women's mental health will probably be publicized more, because most men, according to statistics, are known to like take it in, not wanting to talk out, not wanting to seek help. So they don't speak out more. But I do not think there's a difference.
But do women seek help? Or do they discuss it with somebody? Because I can tell you, let's use something like depression after postnatal depression. I'm talking to you about something. Doesn't mean I'm seeking help. I'm just saying, oh my gosh, blah, blah,
that's why
blah.
I said speak out. Like women speak out more than men.
But that's not seek. But what I'm saying is because you said women seek.
So when you speak out more.
So your problem shared is basically half
exactly.
solved.
So most people will be like, oh, I can help. Or do you want help with this? Once you've spoken out about a problem, whether or not you're seeking help, the opportunities to help would come
Even
to
talking
you.
about it could help, could be like comforting in some ways. But I guess that, just going back to what you said about what your friend said about how men's mental health might be harder for men, is it the whole idea of like man flu as well? Because like when I'm just that's what came to my head. Like when women are ill, right, we're able to still like get up. You have a flu, you have a cold, especially if you got kids.
Do you know what?
You're gonna get up and do what you have to do. But
Yeah,
when
because
men
do you know
men
why?
have a cold,
men are bloody
Jesus.
babied. Like let's call a spade a spade.
Like AK-47.
No, do you know? It's the thing is, yeah. Do you know men of our generation? I'm sorry.
Really?
What
generation are you talking about now? Because
it doesn't
I've
matter.
been shaded for the Gen Z, so I've left
people that are above 21 and above. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know about the people below, but men, they're carried like eggs, like they're babies. That's why they feel like they can't cope with nothing. Because if you think about it, when we talk about a man's mental health, and I'm not disregarding a man's role in life. Yes, we need men, but let's call a spade because what do men actually? What what do they actually think about apart from money? Taking care of the house. Hold on, let me finish. Apart from that, like I get, like obviously, like mental health is different things. It's not just, money. Depression or whatever. But the biggest weight on men is providing for their family.
So what's the biggest
Why
weight
do you
on
keep
women?
air quoting that?
But women.
First lady, what's all of this about?
Because women, especially in today's day and age, most of us work as much as a man works. So the man is thinking, oh yeah, I have to go and provide for my family. And the thing is, back in the day, they used to say, oh yeah, a man will pay all the bills and blah, blah, blah. In the UK, possible, unless you're on like a very big, unless you're on a big wage and your wife or your family, they spend little to nothing. Or
you have young children. I think it's important to mention that. If people have young children, then paying nursery fees might be.
Yeah, but it's not cost effective. So that's what I'm talking about. But a woman as well, she will consider. She would also think about the bills, but on top of that, she's thinking about if she's in a relationship, because not everybody's in a relationship. It could be she's thinking about what's it called? She's thinking about the kids. She's thinking about her husband. On top of that, she has to think about herself, and then she has to deal with her hormones.
So you know how people talk about how women are better at multitasking than men. So I'm not here to baby anybody, but I think I'll speak based on experience and speaking to men and speaking to women, like friends, family, and all of that. And you come to realize that women, I'm not going to say are built to, but a lot of women.
No, we are built. We're built to.
Yeah,
that's the correct.
So that's the reason why you're ill, but your husband is ill, your child is ill. I know a family that they all had COVID. The woman was still.
Yeah, but you said the correct word. Women have been built to do that, whereas men, we have babied the men. They will tell you from a young age, as a woman, you have to do this, you have to cook, you have to work, you have to. So they have been built. But I'm building my own son. No, very rare. Very rare. And I'm going to look at some people and say, is your husband cooking? Is your husband cooking? If they haven't been built, and it's no shade, but it's just that they haven't, as a woman, they've built you to do so many things. So when people say mental health, and I get it, okay, the statistics say that apparently these days, it's men that are committing suicide more. And it's just like, it's not that it's, and I feel like it's also our fault, a society's fault, because we've groomed these men to feel like you're a man, handle it, and that's the problem. Men don't cry. So it's society as well. So this mental health.
There are a lot of like actions now saying like men speak out, and I think this is where it comes to now be like, because again, that women. I don't even think this is. I don't think there's any need to generalize it, but if something is worrying me, I will call you and tell you. I don't know how to internalize it. I will talk about it because I don't know if it's how I'm built to, but I've come to realize that when I talk about it, then because you know what?
But I think it's because men and as much as First Lady, you were talking about like men being able to, or us building men to be softer and say deal with it and not probably putting the right support for them or training them right, bringing our men up right. Yes, I think we should come back and definitely talk about that. But I think in the same light, you have to think about it as, are we actually innately different? Because the truth is, whether we like it or not, most women or most men have a certain disposition about who we are and how we behave and our expectations and just what we can do and can't do.
Because of society?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so.
I think there are some things. Let me just finish, right? Some things are biological in the way that we are built. And I think we can't get away from that. There is a point of, I guess, mothers and society and family raising the men right. I completely agree. There's such an emphasis on the woman being a good wife, being a good mom. From when you're young, marriage is an institution. You never graduate from it. You have to be a good wife.
Aspire for marriage. So
yes, they are here. But I think
they are training from it from young.
No, but I think that most women.
Oh, please.
Am I lying? Did she not say she aspires for marriage?
Please, can you leave you there?
Which means you've been trained very well
to be a good wife to a good man. That will be a good husband to me. Vice versa. Please don't. When you are saying it, be saying it complete. A good wife to a good man. That's a good husband.
No, well done, man.
Continue.
No, I really want to finish, right? I really want to finish. I think that having worked with a lot of like younger people, so I'm talking about from the age of like 11 to 19, the way men are just by nature, like if you something really, really simple, right? If something happens in a public place, like to a young boy, and you tell him off, right? So why'd you do that? You shouldn't have behaved that, and you do it like really, really publicly. Boys are immediately like more probably hurt, and they don't know how to deal with it, just because of how they're emotionally built as well. But then they can have a massive outburst. And really just like they can't deal with sometimes the emotion, which is actually quite interesting because men always say women are like emotional. You're like fish brain, you're too soft, But actually,
you say fish brain?
Oh, let's say, God, I've got to go and
did you say
trigger.
women are fish brain?
I didn't say they are. I said some people would refer to that.
Refer
or
to
say
who
we're
as fish brain?
softer, weak.
Is it us women that they say is fish brain?
Yes.
No, that is fish brain. Which one is fish brain? Why would
I'm just saying, I've got to go
I've
and
never
provoke.
heard that they've said that women are fish brain.
I've unleashed the lion.
basically-
Wait, let me speak. But my point is that, okay, let's put that aside.
Get to the point.
So you're like, I'm just giving an example of like,
Fish brain. Kai.
telling a man
Get
off,
to the point.
telling a boy off publicly, they have a tendency not to be able to control how they feel at that particular point. And they just have like a massive outburst. They could literally swear at you. They can't control how they're feeling. But by the next day, right, the same young boy will see you. And, no, sorry. The same young boy will see you and say, hello, you're right, miss, how are you? Whereas a girl, if you speak to a girl publicly in the same way and you like tell her off or whatever it is, right? Let's talk about like how they feel inside, emotionally, mentally. The girl might maybe cry, might show a bit of emotion. Depends on the girl, but most girls tend to be able to manage and not necessarily completely like go crazy.
It depends on if you've embarrassed that person. I don't think it's whether it's a boy or a girl.
No, but that girl will probably hold a grudge for a longer time.
So I feel,
because she hasn't said
so
her
wait,
mind.
hold on. I do agree in the sense of there are, and this is statistically proven, that women tend to internalize a lot, and that women have higher rates of internalization
and a higher emotional intelligence
like
as a younger woman.
Meanwhile, men have like substance abuse, like externalization, so for substance abuse and being like violent.
First lady is still
I
coming.
get that.
She's getting ready.
But back to your point. Let's get to the point. Are you made it? Sorry?
Because you're not letting me make it, so in fact, I give up.
No, but we left you to make your point.
finished the point.
Basically, what she said is that she had no point to make.
Wow.
She was just talking because from when she said fish brain, I was thinking she didn't have points to make.
I didn't say we have fish brain. I'm saying that.
Okay, so back to the point. Let's go. All right, hold on.
The point I'm still trying to make that you did not let me finish making, right?
Make the point.
Is that there is the way we're biologically built, and we are different in the way we deal with
nature and nurture. Nature versus nurture. Yeah.
Yes, but I think biologically, men, as I said, there's man flu and there's woman flu, and I don't think everything is about how the men were brought up. I think just by way of like disposition, biology, DNA, men are less likely to actually be able to deal with their emotional feelings and issues
because of the way they've been.
So I did watch
not
it.
necessarily.
So I did watch a video. Like, you know how this, that these moms are like record their babies, like newborn babies. So that there were these twins, boy and girl, and the mom was talking always like doing video. Like whenever maybe the boy falls, the girl literally runs to him to like cuddle and all of that. Are you all right? That kind of thing. They're like probably 6 months to 9 months. They're not that old, but when if you give the lady
must be older than 6 months if they're running to their parents.
No.
They're crawling.
Okay. Crawling. Sorry.
You're supposed to fight.
Like crawling, yo. I said 6 to 9 months crawling, but some people I worked at 9 months. But anyways, back to the story.
Well, so as if we didn't work at that at 9 months.
But anyways, hold on. Back to what I'm.
It's boys that tend to walk later.
Me, I'll make my points.
Make your point. Because you didn't let me make mine. Go ahead then.
So, but anyways, and then whenever she gives the girl like 2 cookies, she will give the boy 1. But one is the like when you give one child 2 cookies,
she said why?
And the boy does not have any.
No, the
she's
little
trying
girl
to record
child.
something. Like she's recording 2 9-month-old, and she's putting like a plate in front of the 2 of them.
She's doing a psychological experiment.
The girl 2 cookies, and then the girl will literally just look at mom and then pick 1 cookie and give it to the boy. But when she did it to the boy, it didn't happen.
That boy just particularly selfish.
But that's personality.
That's
because they can give you 2 things and give me 1.
I get that.
I will still ask
but
you
the
for
whole
your
point is,
for your half.
But the whole point is when you start to realize that women are nurturers. Like it's again biologically, but also some of these things can also be thoughts. So I feel like there's a place where nurture
home training comes
into it. But again, a lot of men, and I'm not gonna say most because I've met some men that are emotionally intelligent. A lot of men have been brought up to
how many men, ma?
Feel like
please, how many
men, ma?
Many men. Very. But a lot of men are brought up to feel like, oh, you have to like deal with it. You're a man, and I've heard this thing. Like, you're a man. Why are you crying? And I've heard like, there's a lot of things that say, oh, don't say that to a boy child. Let him cry. Let him be able to express his emotions because men are quite emotional. And it's when they get hurt. When they get hurt, they don't know how to.
Emotional human beings.
They don't know how to. Because they've been told to like, suck it up.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you see like if a woman is having issues in her marriage, she's speaking up. You just hear one day that the man just stands up and leaves. You'll not be wondering,
Stands up and leaves.
is he okay? Or like, what?
Are you okay? What happened?
Do you understand what happened? And then you just realize that he's probably just taking it. I mean, I'm not excusing it. I'm just giving an example. But again, we need to train our kids to be more emotional, to speak.
And
about
when you talk
this
about
kind of
mental
things.
health, men versus women, I think that the focus, let's just define like what we mean by that in terms of like the focus of it. Is it how like men behave? Is it in when they're upset? Or is it that we're meant to understand because their mental health is like, they're going through a lot? So
What do you mean by baby men? I think that's what the question is.
we should understand like, why he's been a bit silly. It's because he's going through mental health issues. Why he's being stupid. Stupid basically means lack of common sense. Let us be defining what stupid means. So why is he being stupid? It's because he's going through
but I think
mental issues.
to say stupid equals
just lack of common sense.
Common sense. I think that's really strong, and
I'm just saying.
Because
are you taking stupidity because of mental health?
Some people are stupid and they have common sense.
Of our men in this generation,
I'm not here.
I'm not there.
lack common sense. But I wouldn't call them stupids.
But
I'll just say they lack common sense.
Sorry.
Because
I define it, as I said in my teacher life, when I tell a child you're being stupid, I'm going to say you lack common sense.
Please hold on. Can we just say something? If you hurt this lady, just drop a message. Because
Sorry, man.
the way she says majority.
No. The reason why I say that is because there's certain things that men do, right? And this is why I say it's how you raised your child. Because they will do certain things and you're just like, wait, bro,
I think this is common sense. Let me give an example. I think women are actually more offensive. So let me give an example. Because if let's say I upset my man now, I want to believe that. Let's say, hold on. I upset my man now. I want to believe that. Okay, we go to bed. We're upset. We're like, okay, well, let's go to bed. Good night.
And he knows he's upset you.
And I know that I've upset my man.
Okay, you've upset your man.
In the morning, I wake up. I'm like, hi, babe. Like, sorry now. I hope you're not still angry or whatever. But I've seen you have cases where man will come and say, what are you? Are you okay? Fine girl. What is fine girl?
but that's their way.
That's his way. Everyone has different ways. That's his love language. That's the way he's saying sorry, no? Or he has to vocalize it.
Thank you.
Isn't action speaks louder than
No,
words?
please. I like actions and I like words. They go hand in hand. Actions and words. That's like you must have actions speak louder than voice. Then you'll be asking, what are we? After day 10 of I'm saying we're pencils because why? He's showing you that you are his girlfriend. He's buying you flowers. He's telling you I love you. But he has not said, are you my girlfriend?
In our contracts.
But wait, hold on. But wait, in this day and age, do we say, can you be my girlfriend?
Oh, yes, please. Yes,
yeah,
please.
People say that.
Please,
they say,
yes.
But hold on, before when you started dating, did they say, will you be my girlfriend?
You know what? Probably when I was 18. But having said that, I like definitions.
Thank
so
you.
if we're together,
nobody asked me, will you be my girlfriend?
Thank you. Nobody asked me.
I'll be like, what are we? Yeah, what are no, hold on. Let's speak to especially young women, right? When you're dating or you're seeing someone, it's taking you on the first date, second date, and you have done.
Let us clarify.
I don't know what
please.
you have done, but you are doing things.
Yeah, but doing things doesn't mean you're in a relationship.
No,
that's my point.
I get that.
So I would ask you. And women tend to do this, right? The men will be like, depending on what he wants, but a guy that really wants to keep you and is a keeper will say to you, I want you to be mine. And they would be very explicit.
It's
because if not, 5 months down the line, they can say to you that.
But I saw one on a blog and the girl said, she's been dating this guy in her head for about 6 months. And then the guy messaged her one day, come on, when are you going to have a boyfriend? Can you imagine?
Jesus.
Can you imagine? So you wait, am I mad? Because what have we been doing?
That's because she didn't ask.
That's the reason why
you just asked, are we serious? Are we not serious? That's it.
I love definitions.
Are we exclusive? We can be serious and not be exclusive.
Thank you very much.
So do you want exclusivity?
When I'm getting him, when I'm already starting to think about it, I'm going to bed and I'm thinking about you and I'm smiling to myself. At that point, what are we doing? So that we're on the same
but it depends
page.
on why you're going to bed and you're smiling.
I am a child of God.
We're all children of God, my dear. Forget it.
I am a lover of the Bible.
No, honestly, and just that, you know how I am now on the show. Some things that some of these ladies were saying just keeps ringing in my head. And you talked about what are men really thinking about? What is really the problem with their mental health?
Am I a man? Are you asking me?
Wait, now.
No. But I feel like the question should be that. What exactly about men? Because you say you're speaking to your
You're the one that
friend.
brought out the so what you been?
No, I'm just saying, because you're looking at me as if
I'm
did I
looking
tell
at
you
you
I've changed
because
my gender? So
No,
what's
wait,
what's
hold on.
in men's
No,
brain?
wait, hold on.
Do I know?
No, but wait, hold
just
on. But
coming back to what you
you're
said.
speaking to your friend, and your friend was talking about how men's mental health are different. So what I think, like, different how? So
Because he
was
was basically saying that women handle it better. It's different. Like a men's mental health is that they're not basically. They haven't been equipped to handle it.
If they're sad or they're going through something that because the thing is, expectation from men in the society is sometimes different for women.
Yeah, but
right?
we're saying expectations of men, yeah. But I'm sorry, in this day and age, do they hold up to the expectations?
No, but when you say day and age, and I think it's because obviously this show, it isn't always black or white. We're global, isn't it? So going back to like places like obviously Africa, Asia, where a lot of their women, probably especially like Asians, Pakistanis, their women don't work. Mm-hmm. So they are, and again, they're looking after the family. No, even in the UK, even
to the long continent.
One of my friends, right, male friend, he's I think he's is he Indian. He said, I was saying, oh, your wife doesn't drive, but she's got kids. That's really hard. So I was saying to the wife that you should actually go and learn to drive, like buy a car.
I'm sorry.
And he said to me, don't tell her that. Don't tell her. I don't want any problems. Like, you know what I mean?
Sorry, and I'm going to be really rude, yeah?
Hey.
If you're a woman.
Oh, God.
And you have children.
Lord.
In this country we are living, and you don't have a car, yeah?
What are you doing, fam?
Shame on you. And I'm gonna look at the camera. Shame on you, because it's not easy. Like if you haven't bothered to try and it's different if you failed your test and try it. But if you haven't even tried, you are suffering your children.
No, but hold on. No.
I said what I said,
and I get that. But hold on. But I don't think that's fair.
Why is it not fair?
In a sense, I don't think that's fair because I feel like you see how, and I'm gonna digress a little bit. But I have a problem with people saying things like, oh, if you're a woman, shame on you, because everybody should be allowed to
suffer in peace.
No, to make that decision. Because hold on, because if
she's allowed to suffer in peace.
I know God suffer.
This girl really wants to join the choir, please.
I know God beg.
She wants to be.
She wants to be getting trained at boss.
C, old K, old B, I will hold.
And be dragging themselves in the court.
This is her choice.
Suffer in peace, please.
They have suffer in peace. Thank you. That's the whole point of women making. Because now we've come from a point where
that's what you call. What did you say? Stupid is.
Hey, God. Lack of common sense.
And that is lack of common sense. It's different if you cannot afford the car. But if you can afford a car, even if it's the smallest car, and you are not learning to drive.
But sure, you know that. But
shame on you.
We're coming from a generation where we're saying that feminism
has nothing to do about feminism and mannerism.
Hold on. We're saying that men should not dictate. Women also, we should not dictate what other women want to do. If she wants to walk, she doesn't want to drive. Fine. She doesn't want to work, and her husband is happy with it. Fine.
She doesn't want to work.
Yes, and her husband is happy with it.
I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about like
driving.
Yeah, driving. I'm talking about work. Me, I don't want to work. I want to be a housewife.
But
I've said it's your husband.
Somebody housewife.
I want to be a housewife.
I know an Asian family that they have a lot of money. The woman does not drive, and to be honest,
so how did she get around?
Her husband. You know, it's so funny. I used to actually think that it was like
my husband is my personal driver. Thank you, sir.
Is it an Asian thing or whatever? But like, not everyone is actually like that. But it works for them. She'll tell you that that when her husband comes,
so she'll be waiting on him.
It's what that says that way because I don't think the husband is complaining and the wife is not complaining. Who am I?
Nah, sorry, who
am I to complain on behalf of the family?
No, so the pressure. I really want to talk about the pressures that men might be facing in different parts of the world.
Well, there's no pressure they're facing anymore, Jerry.
But even in the UK.
Before they were. I think before. I don't know how it is in other countries, but I think in the UK, I don't think men like if it's pressure, it's self-induced pressure. Because
but it's innate,
I don't feel like women are that.
I
don't feel like women are unrealistic to that.
Oh, I have to disagree with you. I disagree. I think that you'd be amazed and shocked. Now we should probably do a poll. Even in the UK, like the number of women that would still prefer their men to do more of the heavy lifting.
There's a difference.
If you ask me,
anybody, I prefer my husband to do everything. Why should I spend my money? As I always say to my husband, your money, is our money.
But
my money is my money. You know, so when you talk about...
but doesn't that also, and I think this is, you've just made my point.
Which point?
Doesn't that increase...
Did I tell you I don't pay bills?
Can you become, please?
Because you said I made your point. Did I tell you I don't pay bills?
I never said you didn't pay bills. How much are you paying?
Your point is a valid, fam.
Stop stressing. Let me make my point. Let me make my... This is, you know what? I said dragger last time. This was draggies and dragging. Let me speak.
Listen to me.
Thank you. Let me make my point. My point is that, right, because you feel... You know, as you said, you're contributing or you're paying bills or whatever it is, but you would rather not.
Would you not rather not?
Wait, let me finish. I'm not talking about me. Okay. I'm saying generally. You would rather not pay the bills. You would rather your man pays the bills and you let him know this. Abi, are you hiding that thought? Are you not letting him know that, mate, I am suffering here. I would rather you pay the bills. I would rather you do the lifting. Me, I want to do fine girl. I want to look after the home, which is also hard. So I'm not taking that away from housewife. Wait, but you're making... I
want to look after home.
Wait, but you... I'm going to walk away from this. I'm going to walk out too.
I want to live soft life.
Let her finish.
I'm going to walk out too. But my point is that you're making this man feel like this is what you rather do. What do you think that's doing to how he feels? Internally, he is then feeling like he's not doing the manly thing because his wife would rather he's doing all of the heavy lifting. That alone is pressure. Now,
who's doing heavy lifting?
What do you mean heavily? You're saying that you want a man to do the work. You would rather he bring all the money and you would relax.
So that would make basically what you're saying.
But if you're
exactly, because that's mental. That's what mental health is.
But if you're saying I'm looking after the home, yeah, and let's say I have 2 kids now, and I'm making sure the house is clean, is tidy, everything is in order. Job,
and I salute housewives.
Yeah, honestly. so it's 50-50.
Now, to be honest, but let's even say something. Not even just you say housewives, even women that work.
We're still housewives.
You still who cleans the house? Does the house miraculously become?
That's what I'm saying. It still works. So it's still.
Who wake them? And I think
that's what it is. I think maybe what I'm saying is that guys should understand as much as they have pressure. Women have pressure as well. So let's even say the man wants to do all of that. Yes, it's hard work. Nobody likes to do 9 to 5 and whatever and work. But also looking after the home. It's also a lot. Imagine, even as a housewife, even if you are a housewife, right? You're cooking, you're cleaning, you're picking up the kids, you're dealing with their mental stuff. So you have to have mental capacity for that. On top, you still have to go in the night and be doing Humpty Dumpty, and then there's just like different things. There's still a lot. Like when it comes to a man making money, right? Let's say he's working a 9 to 5. He goes to work. He comes back. That's his day done. As a woman, you're not done until you go to bed.
Even because when you go to bed, you're not done.
Because you're looking after yourself. You're looking after the man. You're looking after the kids. It is more than a day's work. It's 2 full-time jobs. Like, because at the same time, like, and the thing is as well, like, you would look after everybody and you look after yourself last. And then the guy has the cheek to say, babe, why do you look like this?
But you know, again.
They'll now say men's mental health.
Hey!
But again, I feel like because we women multitask, and you know it's so funny that you've even said this. You know, if we want to plan like holidays, most couples I know, whether dating, relationship, partnership, marriage, or whatever ship you are doing, all the ships,
situationship.
You said that won't be ship.
I thought. Only recently I know what I meant, you know. Apparently I've left all the...
You're not even a millennial if you don't know what's
situationship. I do now. Thank you very much.
But anyways, but I feel like, because even when it comes to like planning, coordinating, like holidays now, most women are the ones that, the men will tell you, even when the men bring the money, they're like, oh, the women really want to like find the place to do this. I feel like women are more, and I agree with you that if you can actually, they are learned behaviors and all of that. But women will plan like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you make it like, you know, I'm going to go out in the morning, I'm going to stop by to buy this because my kids want this one's drama.
Your brain doesn't stop working.
Yeah, your brain is basically calculating for everyone. Like my husband needs to eat this, my child, my this,
what am I going to make for the house tomorrow?
Exactly.
What are we going to eat?
And again, maybe some men, they know, like if there's one thing in front of, if there's one thing in front of them, they're like, let me deal with this one. And then when I'm done with it, is the next thing. Is it innate? I don't know. But when you do like statistics, a lot of women are like that. A lot of men are like that.
But you also think now, just as you're speaking, and this is why I love our show, right? Or our podcasts.
If you don't, there's a problem. But go on.
No, but it's the fact that when we're talking, I love the show. Can I not say
boss?
Do you know, I'm going to keep quiet.
Please be quiet because I'm coming for you. But so you're gonna let me lose my. What I'm trying to say, right?
She said we will let her lose her train of thought. Did she have thoughts before?
No, nonsense.
She came with whatever.
So what it is, right, is that do you feel like women as well, and I'm talking to myself, is that do we show the superwoman syndrome?
Do you know the funny thing
where
is
we try to do everything?
You've taught me to stop doing that. And it's funny
because I not have it. Sorry, I not have it.
Because the thing is, what she said is that you have to you have to be able to say, look, I'm a soft. Yeah, look. There's why do you need to be a superwoman? Why? Who help?
Oh yeah.
It's because by the end of the day, it's you that's gonna suffer it. Let them know that you need help. I need help with the kids. I need to. It's not me that's gonna cook all the time. Especially like I said, where we are in the UK, majority of women and men work. Do you get? So, a man will go to work, but a woman will go to work too.
Communication.
But then, exactly. And you know what? Yeah, I think certain couples now are starting to get the hang of it. That you know, actually, because there are guys that are now a bit more hands-on with the kids. Obviously, they will never ever be as maternal and stuff as a woman. But I'll give the flowers to the guys as well. There are some guys that are like, you know, they're doing well. They're looking after the kids. They're trying to, oh, babe, you know, take this weekend off. I got you. I got this. Go out with the girls and stuff like that. Because they know, like, you just going out with the girls, you know, is relaxing. It's not always me and my husband and my family. Why? Why is it just, you know, you have to.
But you know, and this is where I'll come in with communication. Now, you see, this is where you were saying I aspire to marriage. When you are a great woman, aspiring to marry a great man, and the two of you are communicating well.
So you're the great woman.
On. I'm great. And then I'm getting married to a great man.
Amen.
The two of you, I don't understand, but anyways.
We are standing with you.
So, the point I'm trying to make is communication. So, you know that, okay, babe, I'm struggling because I'm working also. You're working also.
Do you know sometimes it's more than communication?
No, it's about understanding
as well.
That's what I said.
Because everyone will say communicate. If your person lacks common sense,
Jesus, and attentiveness. So a man that is understanding and attentive that knows that, because I think I watched, there's this couple, I don't know what their name is on Instagram, and the lady, I think the lady was like, oh, you want sex, eh? We both go to work 8 to 5. Then I'm coming. I'm doing 5 to 9. You want to touch me? Touch that what? So she was like,
touch down nuts.
That's what. So they had a conversation, and then they now have a plan. So they have like something that works.
They have scheduled days.
No, not schedules. Hold on now. So now, when they come back at work. When they come back at 5, as she's doing the meal, he's doing the homework because he's not waiting for her to do the meal, then do the homework. So that by 8,
that's great foreplay right there.
Do you understand? By 8,
it started from the beginning of the day.
By 7, the kids are in bed. 7 to 8, as she's cleaning from the kitchen outward, he's cleaning from the sitting room because all the kids would have played and whatever outward. So by their 8, they're both like done everything.
Makes sense.
And then you see that I'm not as tired as do you get? So if you're touching me, I can be like, baby, nice and slow. But do you understand? So the whole point is doing that. Okay, so it's stress levels that I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that, and I'm not just talking about because of sex, but other things that I'm actually struggling with doing this. Like and again, if why are you married to somebody that does not even know your timetable, that babe? Your husband should be able to tell you that, babe, this thing, how are you juggling it? It's a lot.
An understanding man.
Can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? And that's what some of us have, you know.
Ooh.
Just tells you that, how can I make your life easier? Like, do you get? I'm gonna be adding to the stress. Please, peace and love. God said that He promises children peace.
So how do you think we can help people today that are going through mental health? Because it's not everybody's, like, we're talking about people's mental health, I guess, that are in relationships. What about people that are not in relationships? Because it might not necessarily be in regards to money.
Yeah.
So if there are 2 things I know, sorry if I cut you, I was not going to do that, but sorry. But the 2 things I know, when you're dealing with mental health, now that we're no longer joking about, we're not talking about just marriage and whatever, or relationships, you need to first understand that you have a problem, or there is a problem that needs to be solved. Because if you've not made that decision that there's a problem and I want a solution, no one can help you.
So what are the symptoms and signs? Because some people don't, especially if you're someone, we're talking about men, where there's like, just deal with it, just cope with it, right? How do you know that you have an issue? Because
I guess when you feel like you're less than yourself, or you're not, or when you feel like
the things that usually make you happy don't no longer make you happy.
If nothing makes you happy, if you don't
anymore,
then there's an issue.
To be fair, and
people shouldn't think that just because something's wrong, it makes you less of a person. It doesn't make you less than a person. And everybody in life, what I've learned is everybody is going through something.
Yes,
it's how you deal with it. And if you feel like, I'm just gonna contain it, you're not helping yourself.
And when do you know you need help? Because mental health is a whole spectrum, isn't it? How you're feeling on a particular day could change. Something else could change next week. So at what point, I guess, do you come to that realization that, I need help? And then what sort of help should you be seeking for?
First of all, I feel like number one, because if you think about depression, lots of interesting things that would normally make you happy, you can't find any if you're unhappy, you can't make yourself happy, or you depend solely on what people think about you, or what if someone says, Oinda, your head looks big, and that affects my mood for the rest of the day because of one person, or my mood changes. One time I'm really happy, and then one time I'm really sad. Some people don't even know. Some people tell you that I'm very sad. I don't even know why I'm sad. Do you understand?
Not being able to get out of bed in the morning. Do you understand?
Feeling like, what am I living for? What do I have to achieve? Feeling like you don't have purpose anymore. You don't have there's nothing to fight for, nothing to live for anymore. When you start to feel all these shits, it's not even that. It doesn't have to get to the point where you feel like you want to kill yourself, but when you start to feel like, I'm not as happy as I used to be, something is changing.
Does it also include trying to, because some people are very much, they use like food, for example, they just feel like a void. They feel like something is missing.
So you start picking,
and they do certain things.
Yeah, so you start like stress eating, stress shopping,
would they be the same symptoms in a man? Would they do stress shopping? So
I think with men, it just comes to realize that there's no one you can talk to. There's a lot of things bothering you. You're not happy. You can't sleep at night. You spend longer time in the toilet. I've heard men say that when they go to the toilet, they think.
That's where most men spend their time. That's where most men spend their time in the toilet.
All day they go there.
Are women meant to do ba 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 ba? Are they doing what they need to do?
Let us make the point we're trying to make.
Okay.
So stress eating and all of that. Men, you feel like you can't even talk to. And again, I always say this: communicate. Let your house be peaceful. Let the man and the woman, let them both feel.
Can you repeat that line again? What'd you say?
Let your house be peaceful.
Your house can only be peaceful if the other person is providing you peace.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I said let the man and woman.
Okay, because sometimes guys are like, there's no peace at home. Are you providing peace? You're saying, my wife doesn't give me peace. Why are you doing that? She said, I don't want peace. I want war.
I was saying, let the man and the woman feel like your home should be your safe haven. You should have peace in your partner. That should be your favorite person. That should be your person.
And then I think we want to talk about like changes in relationship links to that.
But we'll talk about that later.
No, but because you're saying let your home be like your peace, let your partner be your solace and whatever it is.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with something for yourself and you're going through something that you can't necessarily share with your partner, then the question is, how do you seek help? What do you do next?
Then you need to seek help outside your partner. Of course, there are professional helps, like actually speaking to someone that can help. When you start to feel like
don't feel like you're less of a person if you have to go outside and seek help.
Oh no, please.
I feel like there's therapists. There's I think even in the UK there's a website called mentalhealth.org.uk. So if you need to speak to
what about in places like Africa? Because I think that even Nigerians, I love my Jackpot people. Nigerians that come into the UK, they always think it's going to be soft life in the UK. But actually, they find UK quite depressing because of the continuous cycle. It's like we're in a cycle.
But also it's because of sun, I was actually speaking to a doctor.
That is true.
And they were like that the sun actually has a big, especially with black people, because they're so used to it plays a part. And I think I asked
That is
we were
true.
talking, and I said like lack of vitamin, like
D,
lack of vitamin D. That also plays a mind, and
we're
that's
all
why they say
happy
the
in the
UK we are the
summertime.
second most miserable country in the world.
But they literally are.
We don't really have sun, but apparently it's actually a real thing that sun actually plays on your mind. Because if you think about
Because
it,
Africans are happier.
but even at that, when you
Literally.
think about it, when you go on holiday and there's sun, you're glowing, you're excited. As soon
you
as
just
you
got to
land
our
in
holiday.
Gatwick, Heathrow, Stansted,
Yeah.
Luton, you're thinking,
No, but you
F
don't,
this
even,
shit,
you don't even need to go
There's
on holiday.
no sun.
I went to a sporting event, and just comparing 2 different days. One of the days it was sunny. Everybody was happy. People were having they're having
When the
what's it
sun
called?
is out, everyone is
Yeah.
out. Everyone
And
is
then
out.
another
The
day
sun
it was
definitely
raining,
plays a
and
part
everyone
as
was so
well.
down. No one's cheering anybody.
Because when it's gloomy, you're gloomy.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
But yeah, so I feel like you need to speak out and speak
Speak
to
out.
someone. So I saw this thing. So I saw this thing on Instagram. And I know people should not come for me. But it's all this happy wife, happy life. I don't believe in it, please.
Each to their own, boy.
Because why should
I definitely believe it. Babe, happy wife or happy life.
Because why should your husband
Make
and
your wives
children,
happy, your life
why
is
should
fine.
your husband and children have to walk around eggshells? Please, if you wake up in the, go back to sleep and turn the other side and wake up.
Who's walking on eggshells?
Like no one say happy wife, so does that mean that when I'm just trying to say because when people take the happy wife, happy life literally, like when you say happy wife, happy life, okay, but you feel like I have to be happy. As long as I'm happy, the home is happy. So what about every other person in the house?
I don't think people
No, but I think you can also turn that the other way
100%.
around, because that means as a woman, you feel the need to be false happy. Just because you don't want to make your home a sad home, which means you also bottle a lot of things in.
Exactly. So you
to
need
make
to
so when we talk about mental health, because I think we need to round up in a minute. Both men and women, your mental health is equally as important in my
definitely.
opinion.
Yes, it
because
is. I believe
at
so
the end of the
too.
day,
Yep.
what you don't want. As much as we think
one is
women
more
can deal with it, we
important than
talk
the
a
other.
lot, we do this, we do that. But the truth is, because the women carry such a weight as well to look after their home, especially if you're married or you have a partner, there is such a weight on a woman's back as well to say, I have to be happy, my family need me, everybody needs me. And I guess from the man's perspective as well, you feel like you're responsible for your home and for protecting and for providing. Guys, please, life is not that hard. Just share responsibility.
Exactly.
Share.
And wives or partners or whatever, don't make the guy feel somehow for coming to you to ask for help. If he's not coping, he's not coping. And if you don't see that someone that you love is going through mental health, I'm not gonna lie, are you truly a friend? Like whether it's relationship or whatever, you need to be able to understand your friends. If you have a friend that is always talking and all of a sudden goes into their shell, there's a problem. And I understand everybody is going through it in life. Everybody get problem. Do you get what I mean? But there's
problem not a finish.
Yeah, but sometimes some people's problems are bigger than other people's problems at a particular point.
And even if they're not bigger, they might find it harder to deal with certain situations.
Yes.
And don't commonize. Don't say, Mr. X went through the same thing. What's wrong with you, man? They just did it. Because the way we deal with things.
Or don't even use the
is
excuse that
different.
everybody is going through problems.
Nah.
Sometimes some people need more help than others. Not everybody is the same.
And I also want to, I probably just round up by saying that let's be each other's support system. Let's be as again safe space. So when I come, let me not feel like if I go to Abby and Abby would say that but you should. I'm dealing with something. How can I help you? How can I help you? Do you understand? How can I help you? Again, as I say, in a partnership, in a friendship, I'm here because I love you and I support you and I want to support you and I want you to be happy because I'm also happy. So we should be, how can we move from this? How can we make each other? Because if you're healthy, I'm healthy. Because I don't see a partnership where the husband is dealing with mental health and the wife is happy. You can't be. If that's a marriage, if that's a real marriage or a real partnership. Do you get? So be each other support to them, seek help together. And if he needs to do it by himself, then support him to do it by himself. And know that these things take time, but you will get there. And just know that we are with you. We're praying for you.
For those people that pray. Anyways, I think I just want to round up by saying as well that even if you do not have any friends, and I'm going to say something very controversial here, why don't you have friends? Are you the problem? And if that's the case, if you don't have any friends and you don't have anyone to talk to, you need to learn to open up and maybe let people in. Because I know some people like, I can do all by myself. Life is not meant to be a journey that is not meant to be a lone journey.
And if you feel betrayed by friends or whatever, you've
get
had
new friends, bro. Throw them away and get new friends.
Then you probably get new friends. But they're actually professional lines. If you go online and Google,
mentalhealth.org.uk is one of them.
They will speak to you.
I wanted to just say something just to add to that is that in our description, we're going to drop some links to different organizations that does help support like mental health, just so that you can reach out to the right people. So thanks, guys.
And just to round up, trust me, and don't live in a bubble thinking you're doing it. You're the only one going through it. See, if everybody open mouth, if you clean this makeup, you could laugh.
You won't laugh at me.
Because you just be like, because everyone is.
It's
you wake up in the
packaging.
mo-
Everything
you
is
wake up in the
packaging.
morning and you feel like, you know what? Today I'm gonna deal with it. So just know that you're not doing this by yourself.
not alone.
We're all going through
We're running
something
this
at different.
together.
So you have a prayer point or whatever. You achieve that, another one comes. So you're not alone. Please don't feel alone. We're all going through something.
And for people that do not pray, trust the universe. Don't keep saying pray, pray, pray. The universe is here to help you. If you think positive,
We are praying for you, please.
Thank you guys so much for watching us again. We really appreciate your time, your love, your energy. Following us on all our social media platforms. Please do subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Love you guys so much and see you again next time.
Until next time, stay curious and remember, black life isn't always black or white.
Never is. Bye.
Oh my God.